pleasant good night, brothers and sisters. I had to walk around the stage, and that is to relieve the grief of the loss this afternoon to my team, Seaview Farm. But nevertheless, I want to congratulate the village and the team of Urlings for a job well done, and I wish them all the best in the premiere. Give them a round of applause. Brothers and sisters, I want to quickly give you a list of 10 things that I have accomplished in my constituency before I get into the meat of my dissertation. And the reason why I'm doing this is because repetition sinks. You are dealing with the Antigua Labour Party, and repetition is very important. I will give you 10 bullet points that I have accomplished in my constituency. Our third Love Run, Love Walk that was just completed 2 weeks ago. The housing project in Lightfoot. The wind generator which I'm setting up to demonstrate to our people the principles of wind and solar energy. The fish farm, which I have made a household name in Antigua. Community agricultural farming, sewing classes, computer access center, major road construction, performing arts stage, where I will ensure that our people is engaged in the performing arts and the spiritual, note I said, the spiritual permeating of the atmosphere within Antigua and Barbuda. And finally, the All Saints West Music Band. Brothers and sisters, I want to let you know that what I've been hearing is the common thread which is running through the veins of our campaign. And it is the lies and the deception which is perpetrated by the Antigua Labour Party. And brother and sister, I want you to let you know that my opponent is continuing on the same pathway of liarness. In fact, he can be declared to be, yes, let me repeat, he can be considered to a consummate liar. And I have no apology in saying that. I have enumerated 7 lies in 7 months that he has perpetrated across this country. And I want you to hear number 1. He said that the constituency allowance which I am getting is $3,600. But what he never realized, that he was lying also on his colleagues. He was lying on Asa. He was lying on Robin. He was lying on Tico, and he was lying on all until Gaston Brown had to put a stop to it. Number 2, he said that I have not done anything. And the lists that I've just enumerated speak for themselves. So that's another lie. Number 3, he made Gaston Brown an idiot in Parliament when he brought pictures, supposedly, of the housing project within All Saints West. Number 4, he brought some fictitious fish pond stating that that was our fishing project. That's another lie. I want to say one of the most blatant lies that he has told is saying that Ashley Brown, who is my uncle, had 1 foot. No, that's a big lie. His grandfather Eddie did have 1 foot, but my uncle Ashley Brown never had 1 foot. And to tell such a big bold lie on public media, boy, I tell you, you can know what you're out for if anybody lose the key of their brain to elect such a person to Parliament. Number 6, he said that I want the best for my children within the constituency, but I am engaging the children of All Saints West in agriculture. You hear this? So they're now saying again, in other forms, that agriculture is backward. But I want to debunk that myth, because not only have I and my son approached the faculty of the University of Houston downtown, But we have ensured, just like the government is engaging other faculties to get scholarships, we have engaged that faculty to ensure that scholarships are given to the students of Antigua and Barbuda. And so that, I will tell you, is number 6 lie. Number 7, on public radio, while he was saying that the field was filled with bushes and overgrown trees, I had to call in to say, where are you in Seaview Farm? The football field is like a well-manicured lawn tennis ground. So I do not understand how an individual could be telling so much lies. So here is the maths. 1 lie per month, that means that is 12 lies in 1 year. And in 10 years, if he's supposed to be elected for the duration like me, he would have told 120 lies. Brothers and sisters, I want you to ponder the man that some are considering to elect to Parliament. Brothers and sisters, I will now begin my dissertation. Brothers and sisters, for over 25 years, the Antigua Labour Party refused to put into action a land use policy in the island. The UPP had to resolve a jigsaw puzzle of land areas that had manufacturing activity, residential settlements and farming areas, all existing extremely close to each other and in many cases inseparable from each other. This is the limited vision of the Antigua Labour Party. This is the uncaring position of the Antigua Labour Party for our people, our economy, and our land use. From the stewardship of the late Charles Worth Samuel to the present agricultural minister, Brother Hilson Baptist, the UPP had to work hard to resolve further problems. They had to work very hard, brothers and sisters, arising from how our lands have been used. We have had to be mindful of how development took place, whether for residential or for commercial purposes, which affects things like the drainage of the area, the natural balance around our coastline, the amount of land left that can be used for agricultural production, and residents in the surrounding environment. Brothers and sisters, no ALP administration gave serious concerns to such things. So today, we are in correction mode. We have to find ways to remedy the problems caused by the Antigua Labour Party to residents in Cashew Hill who were permitted to build virtually on the banks of natural waterways. Today, we have had to find ways to remedy the effects of an ALP decision to have residences built on several areas of private and public lands across the island without appropriate infrastructure being in place as is required by law. All across this country, these real challenges exist. In Herberts, the lands of private developer were subdivided and no proper drainage system, installation of water lines, or paving of roadways was ever done. And the residents were left with the impression that it was the UPP administration that caused their problems. These problems existed long before the United Progressive Party came to office. But the UPP has worked to bring some relief to some residents. In some of these places, I dare tell you, we have constructed bridges to reduce the effects of water erosion. We have paved some of the roadways to make them easier to travel on. For example, in Lightfoot, where it was such a despicable condition, it took us 1 whole year to bring the state of Lightfoot to where it is today. And I want to say, we must give the United Progressive Party a round of applause tonight. Brothers and sisters, we have built water storage tanks in Buckley's and Patterson. And I dare tell you that the water storage tank that is in Buckley is of the capacity of 500,000 gallons. This is what we are doing. This is what we're doing. We choose to work to short-term problems within these nearby communities. If we work by Buckley's, it will not only be for Buckley's, but for Urlings and all the surrounding communities. Brothers and sisters, this is the leadership of the United Progressive Party. Brothers and sisters, we have demonstrated many times over and over why leadership matters. We must let you understand, brothers and sisters, that it is UPP now more than ever. It is now UPP time once again. And we will continue on that great march to victory in 2014. You better believe it, brothers and sisters. You better believe it. The UPP is unstoppable. This march to victory by the UPP at the poll is unstoppable. Brothers and sisters, the UPP has stayed the course. So in All Saints West, and in All Saints East, and St. Luke, and St. Paul, and in St. Mary, which is Zone 3, you must hold the line, brothers and sisters. Hold the line, because it is UPP time. It is UPP who will stay the course. You must give UPP the third term to ensure that we steer this country in the right direction. Brothers and sisters, the UPP, in very trying period, in a global economic decline, has held this nation firm. So you must hold the line. I say hold the line, because it is UPP that will rescue, that will continue to steer this country where it deserves. We can remember when the Antigua Labour Party's irresponsible practice of not paying back loans caused our country's image much harm. We remember when the government of Kuwait refused to help our country from its special loan system for road works. Because why? The Antigua Labour Party, under the likes of Malwin Joseph, Robin Yearwood, Lester Bird, and others, refused to pay back money that they borrowed from Kuwait in the early 1990s. Their modus operandi was what? Trust and don't pay back. We will not go back there. We will hold the line. Are you going to hold the line, brothers and sisters? Are you going to hold the line? It is UPP now more than ever. We can remember the paltry loan of $2 million US from China to build the Big Creek Bridge around 1992. ALP never paid a red cent on that loan. By the time the UPP took power in 2004, more than double the amount of the loan was owed to China. Don't forget these things. We will not go back to those reckless and irresponsible days. We will hold the line, for it is UPP now more than ever. UPP now more than ever. Brothers and sisters, the UPP has done this nation proud. We have invested in our youths in order for them to be equipped to lead this country effectively into the future. We have invested and expanded our healthcare services. And I can tell you, brothers and sisters, practically that is so. Because in All Saints, where my constituency resides, I can tell you that now, not only in All Saints, all across this country, the clinics are now open from 4 o'clock until 9 o'clock. You want anything better than that? This is a caring government. This has resulted in the good name of this country, moving from the mud and squalor that the Antigua Labour Party had it in. We have, through sound financial management and fair investment policies, even rise to the condition that resulted in economic growth for over 2% in 2012. Let me repeat that. When other countries were showing negative growth, Antigua rose to 2.2% in 2012. Understand that it is UPP now more than ever. Brothers and sisters, leadership matters now more than ever, and the UPP has shown it. The UPP has demonstrated that honesty matters, and the UPP has definitely demonstrated that fact. Good management of the state resources matters, and the UPP has shown it. Not once in the last 10 years has the UPP caused this great nation of ours to be blacklisted. Not once, as occurred under the Labour Party rule many times over. Why? Because we pay our debts. We pay what we borrow. We talk to our creditors. We do not entangle ourselves in any nefarious activities and bring shame upon this loved country, Antigua and Barbuda. This is the UPP. We are unstoppable. We will hold the line. It is UPP time more than ever. Brothers and sisters, the ALP is like a leopard. It cannot change its spot. Robin Yarwood is still there. Malwin Joseph is still there. Lester Bird is still there. Gaston Brown is still there. If it smells like a fish, if it stinks like a fish, if it tastes like a fish, it is a fish. And so I tell you, don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. The Antigua Labour Party, leopard, has not and cannot change its spot. So I beg you, we must hold the line. We must hold the line, brothers and sisters. I tell you, you will not lose. See you all, brothers and sisters, at the winner's circle in 2014. Vote for Brother Adams. Vote for Sister Messiah. Vote for Brother Baptist. Because I tell you, when you vote for Chanlah Codrington, you get honesty, you get integrity, you get trust and sincerity. For Chanlah is the best for All Saints West. Thank you, brothers and sisters.